on you. All right, John, take it away. John, you there? Mike, you there? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Christian.
Good afternoon, Mike. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Hope you are as well. Can you kind of fill us in on the changes that were made at the end of the window, the new players that have come in, and how that impacts how you're constructing your 11 and substitutions and the like? I mean, I know there's going to be some work to be done there, but how does it look, at least on paper?
But on paper, we fill the certain positions with certain players that has the characteristics that we like. So regarding Nathan Byrne, we know that he's a very experienced right back that add to the pool of talent that we already have in that position. We have a very experienced player in Harrison that is very good, reliable with the ball, and then Jay that is a young and up and coming right back with many qualities in terms of that we need to develop in terms of technical abilities, dynamism, energy. And then we had Nathan that brings a lot of experience from championship level in England, very good level, and so we welcome him in the squad, and he's used to play the way we want to play. So with energy, shuffling across at the back and so forth. Adi from France, given that we lost Christian Macon, goes to fill a gap as a central defender. He's a young central defender with many qualities that we like in a player. He's calm and composed as a person, and that reflects in the way he plays. But he's also very athletic, very rangy. So very dynamic central defender, good on the ball. And he's a player that we are looking forward to develop following the system that we want to implement in our club. And Nuno Santos is a midfielder that brings a lot of technical ability, creativity, come from one of the biggest football clubs in the world, and one of the most famous in the world to produce quality players. I mean, in his position in the last few years, they just talking about Joao Felix, Bernardo Silva, or even Marcos Lopez. There's so much talent in that club that they are so used to produce good players, and we just to land a player that has been schooled there for so many years is, I think it's a good catch from our club.
Following up with Chicago coming in on Saturday, how does your, without giving away your starting 11, obviously, but how do you set your group now? Because I'm not sure that the new guys are in yet because of visas and all that stuff. I mean, how do you set your roster and your lineup for Saturday night?
No, regarding that, we are working on that. The club is working hard on that. But at the same time, these guys come and they are competing. It's not that no one is actually given a starting 11 place. Our boys, they work hard and they work well. They did well in the last game, and so everybody that comes, it doesn't matter where he comes from, he needs to compete for his place, like it's normal, like it should be. And so I'm really happy with the group I have. I have still a couple of doubts in mind, because I think that everybody here, I said it many times, can contribute at the highest level for us. And so it's just a matter of regrouping, regaining the energy from the one that they started, and then deciding which is going to be the best 11 to play against a team that is a good team. Chicago is a good team.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
John, are you there now?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Thank you. Christian, you mentioned Nuno Santos coming in from Benfica, one of the biggest clubs in the world. He had some interest from other European sides, but he chose to come to Charlotte. What does that say about what you're the project that you're building and what you're able to, do here that he would choose MLS over other European sides?
I mean, this is a question, John, you have to ask him. But I think it's a good choice because we are a club that I think we try to work seriously. We don't want to raise our, to be arrogant in the way we do things. Actually, the opposite. We like to be a hardworking club, a working team with humble. But at the same time, we have a certain ambition. We want to play football in a certain way, and we explain in very simple terms, but with clear clarity to the player what we are trying to do here. We have a good group of players, especially in midfield, that can play the way that we want to play, and it was up to him to decide all the options that he had, and the fact that he decided to choose us and really wanted to be here rather than to be us to try to convince. Obviously, we put the project in front of him and he decided to come, which is always a good sign. And we are happy for that. And I'm sure that he will be happy too, because to play in front of this crowd and in this atmosphere, as well as with this group of players, I think is great for any player that wants to come here.
Do you feel like if you had any conversations with the front office and sporting director, since you brought in a couple of defenders, do you feel like that bringing in some more defensive help was a priority as you go down the stretch of the season and try to qualify for the playoffs?
The one player that is just to keep the squad balance is important for us. To keep the squad balance, and sometimes you have to go for players that you like and that there is the possibility to acquire at the right time. Sometimes the market is also about timing, and we are on the same wavelength with the front office, absolutely. Because of the deal with Christian Makoun, we needed another central defender. And then Nathan Byrne is a player that we followed from some time, and we liked a lot for the characteristics that he brings. And that was the right time to do it because of the different situations. And Nuno Santos also, with Sergio going and not having any more Alan Franco and Christian and Titi Ortiz, I think it made sense to have a player that can fill that position in the roster. So all the changes that we made, they were made with the logic and with trying to keep the squad as competitive as we can.
Chicago, they've been playing a bit better recently. They had a couple of good wins, a very nice win over Philadelphia in recent times. What do you see from them? What are the keys? What are you guys going to have to do in order to be able to come away with the result that you want?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game for various reasons, because they also, I agree with you, John, that they are a team that is improving. They also, the last game against Atlanta, they were very strong in their approach at home. They play with more belief, and they have speed, energy, and dynamism all over the pitch. We obviously identified one or two things that we can do against them, but it's gonna be a good game because it's a team that and not necessarily look at the table, because the table, especially in this league, can be misleading, and from game to game things can change. But for me, they are a good team with a lot of good point in their favor. The good organization, well organized, well coached, and good players all around.
Great. Good luck on Saturday, Christian.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, got a couple more. I believe that's Michael.
Yes. 1 second. Can you guys see me?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Nice to meet you, Christian. I'm Mikhail Nascimento. I
Nice to
spoke
meet
with Andres Nishikit earlier, and he really highlighted the team's bond is what's pushing the team towards the playoff situation. I wanted to ask you more about that. What's so special about the team's connection with each other?
But the team is very diversified. Went through a number of, let's say, adventure situations over the season, but also is made of very good individuals. I said it on many occasions, and I mean it. I work for many years in football now, in many different clubs, different players, different nations, and I really love to work with this group of players. I really do, for various reasons. And so is a team that can provide special bonding in certain times. And I like the challenge that they present on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. Is a special group of people, I think, we have here, Mika.
Is there one specific player that pushes the team a little harder, or tough losses or wins, anything? Is there one specific player?
We have a few. We have a few. We have a few, and different characters, as you normally would expect in a club. Obviously, players that they have more experience, like Christian Fuchs or Kalina or Guzman, but they do it in a different way. Everybody has got his own character, and there are guys that they like to push the team, and other that like Brandt, Bronico, that they lead by example. The other they do it in a quiet way, like Carol or Jordi, Reina, that they can be demanding in a different way, or wanting the team to do well, but they have a different character from, for example, as I said, Christian Fuchs or Kalina. But I think that there is a sense of urgency in all of them, and the young players that provide energy and a good environment altogether. Also, the ones that they are injured at the moment, like Adam or like Vinny, in a different way, they are always with the group, and it's great to have them around. So it's a bonding that goes on a daily basis with everybody adding to the party, because as we said many times here, if you don't bring, you take. So everybody has to bring in his own way, but everybody has to add to the party.
Last question. You mentioned Vinny. He's been out for injury since the beginning of the season. Do you still expect to work with him this year, or is he going to be out for the rest of the season?
I hope. I'm not. We are monitoring the situation on a daily basis now. I hope. I always have hope, because Vinny, in my opinion, is a special talent, and unfortunately, we couldn't see, apart from few training sessions, his talent. But you can see glimpses of something of high level, in my opinion, that needs to be developed, obviously. But Vinny has got something special, and yeah, I hope this is a question more for the medical department, that we keep in touch, obviously, on a daily basis. But we are still monitoring. It's still not that close, but hopefully by the end of season we can have him back.
All right. Thank you so much, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
All right, we'll end it with Caleb.
Hey, Christian. I just wanted to ask you about a little more about Chicago Fire. They've won, well, they haven't lost in 4 games now. They won 3 of those games, and all of a sudden they went from not being in playoff contention to just 2 points behind Charlotte. How important is it in MLS, especially this season in the Eastern Conference, to string together results, to get back-to-back good results?
Very important in every league, Caleb. In every league, when you have a good run, all of a sudden everything changes, changing the mood in the team, change the mood in the club, change also the numbers in the table. So in every league in the world, when you have a back-to-back result, or even 2, 3, 4 in a row, all of a sudden the season can change. And I've seen that in MLS when I was here with New York City, Seattle being on the West Coast, very far away from everything. And I think they ended up winning it, qualifying at the very last minute for the playoff. So is to have this momentum that you can create. And that's why we are very focused on building a style, our style of football that will bring a lot of energy. We need to have an energetic side that can play, but also can press the ball, recovering efficiently. And we want energy. We want energy in the side. We want organization, but everybody needs to bring energy, need to bring positivity, needs to bring good vibes, and to bring into the party. And our challenge is to do that at home and also away, where we have been a little bit less, we've been less forceful than at home.
Great. Thank you so much again.
You're
Good
welcome.
luck this weekend.
Thank you.
All right, we'll
Thanks.
end it there, guys. Thank you. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Christian.
Thank you.